Hi, welcome back to Top Movie Recaps. Today, we will recap an awesome dark horror movie, Down. The movie starts with a woman typing an email to someone named Derek, talking about going to New York that night and hoping they can meet up and talk because she misses their company. Meanwhile, a man gets out of the restroom, momentarily staring at his phone. He sets it down to wash his hands, and the water sprays on his pants. The man tries to use paper towels, but it isn't helping, so he goes over to the hand dryer, hoping it makes a difference. On the other side, she decided to abandon the email, closing down her laptop and packing up her bag, giving a glance at her flight ticket. She picks up her keys and sweets, leaving her laptop behind. It seems everybody left the building early because of the weekend. CCTV footages show both the man and woman going towards the elevators. The woman gets on the elevator on the 49th floor, and the man is on the 42nd floor, searching for a signal. The elevator opens up on the 42nd floor, and the man asks the woman to hold it open so he can rush in. He presses the P8 button on the elevator and strikes up a conversation with the woman. The elevator starts to count down. Their chit-chat makes it known that Valentine's and President's Day is the coming weekend. The man notices there's a drawing on the elevator wall. He calls the woman's attention to check it out. It's a stick figure hitting in frustration at what seems to be a shut elevator. Suddenly, the elevator jolts and the lights flicker. The woman realizes the elevator has stopped moving. The man tries to push the buttons, but none of them are working. He hits the alarm button, but even that is dead. The man suggests it could be an electrical issue, but the woman doesn't see how that's possible. The lights in the TV screen are still on. The man tries to open the elevator doors with his hands. Then, the woman notices a camera, and they both wave at it in the hope to get someone's attention, but no one seems to be there. She searches for a signal on her phone, but both of them have none. The man suggests they calm down, as he believes someone is already working on the elevator. They are currently 4 stories underground. The woman states she hopes so as she doesn't plan to be stuck in till Tuesday morning. She still has a flight to catch. The man asks her what floor she works on, and she answers 49th, color and sandwich. She's an account supervisor. He also mentions that he works at Finnegan Hartman, an accounting firm, and he's relatively new at the job. The man asks if the elevators have ever shut down this way before. The woman states they sometimes make noise, but they normally always keep to their job function. The man uses a paper bag to try to amplify his shout for help. The woman tries banging on the doors. On the outside, the elevator seems to be soundproof, and there's no one around to help. The woman has an idea. There's supposed to be an exit in the ceiling. The man hoists the woman over his shoulders so she can feel for an escape hatch, but she finds none. They've been stuck in the elevator for 15 minutes, and soon it becomes an hour. Now they both are frustrated. To lighten up the mood, the woman introduces herself as Jennifer and the man as Guyman, Guy for short. He chuckles at the fact they've only just told each other their names. Jennifer's thirsty, and her thermos is empty. Seeing her, Guy offers his bottle of water. She declines, and he states it's either that or wine since she complained of thirst. She finally takes a gulp of the water. She's also done the math. The worst-case scenario is them stuck in the elevator till Tuesday, 80 hours in total, which horrifies them. They've been stuck in the elevator for 4 hours, and Jennifer needs to pee really bad. She insists on holding it in, but Guy lets her know peeing is inevitable. He offers her his coat to use, but they finally settle on using her thermos. She goes into a corner and pees into it while Guy faces away with his ears closed. Jennifer checks the time and realizes she had missed her flight. Then, she takes the corkscrew and starts to add scribbles on the elevator wall. She adds another stick figure inside the elevator box, banging on the opposite end of it. She offers Guy some sweets, and they both learn they're not married yet or in any current relationships. Guy asks about the flight she needed to catch, and she explains she was going to surprise someone who didn't know she was coming over. Guy opens up the wine as he's figured the right time has come. They need to stop feeling sad for themselves and celebrate. The occasion is not being dead, which they happily drink to. There's a lightning storm in the city, and some of the lights get affected. When they see the lights flicker, they try to pass the time by playing a game. Guy starts calling out, but no one comes. It's currently 1 a.m. Guy admits he's seen Jennifer several times around the building before their elevator incident. He asks Jennifer if she thinks he's a stalker, and she replies that she doesn't. He goes on to say he hasn't just seen her around, he's noticed her. He thinks she's very pretty and nice, and someone he'd like to know. Jennifer starts recording. They've decided their next line of conversation will be about love, and Jennifer asks Guy about the dirtiest place he's ever been making love. He's seen Shy on camera, and Jennifer offers to go first with Guy holding the camera instead. Their love talk increases hormones in Guy. Realizing this, Jennifer ends the recording. Guy admits he wants to kiss Jennifer. They kiss and decide to take it further. Guy tells Jennifer she's amazing, and he thinks he's fallen in love with her. Her demeanor changes, and she starts putting on her clothes. Guy pushes for a talk concerning their feelings, and Jennifer comes clean. She expresses she was going to New York to fix a relationship. She has a fiancé she was hoping to patch things up with. She's taking their elevator time as something not serious, just a fantasy and fun considering the circumstances, but she loves her fiancé. Guy objects. What they just had was real. Not for Jennifer. What they had was casual. They've only known each other for a day. Things get tense. Guy doesn't think Jennifer should patch things with her guy. She gets offended, stating Guy doesn't know him to be making assumptions. Guy apologizes, expressing he'd like to take her out on a date once they get out of their current situation. She proposes they rather just return to their normal lives. At least now, he has a crazy fantasy to tell. Guy insists their encounter has to be fate. Jennifer seems exasperated, and Guy's demeanor changes to first something broken, then dark and cynical. He tells her he's not actually new to the building. His name isn't Guy, and he knows her full name is Jennifer Robbins. She's sure she never told him her last name. He has pictures and footage of her daily routine on his phone. He knew when she would get in the elevator. He's actually one of the security guards of the building. He works the front desk. He admits he planned the whole thing just for them. He takes out a key and tells her she can leave if she wants to. He inserts the key into the panel, and the elevator comes back alive. Jennifer goes hysterical knowing Guy had the key all along. She tells him she'll call the cops and make sure he goes to jail. Hearing this, he turns the key and the elevator shuts down again. Jennifer tries to make a run towards the panel, but he easily catches her. They wrestle and the key breaks. The elevator lights go red, and Jennifer gets more hysterical, picking up a shoe she uses to beat up Guy with. He goes unconscious, and she's afraid she killed him as she goes closer to check. Guy suddenly wakes up and slams Jennifer's head into the floor. She goes unconscious. After getting back to her senses, Jennifer promises he won't get away with this. Guy lets Jennifer know there were 3 security guards, including himself, that were supposed to take the holiday shift, but he tricked them by offering to fill in for them so they could enjoy the holiday with their loved ones. No one will be in the building till Tuesday, and he'll need to figure out what to do with Jennifer before Tuesday. He'd rather kill her than go back to prison. Guy takes Jennifer's Valentine's package and opens it up, revealing it's a shirt he tries on. He then comments on the possibility of Derek and him being the same build. He yells at Jennifer to open his present to her. She opens the box to reveal stogies and a pair of weird-looking scissors and a lighter. He then wishes her a happy Valentine's Day. Guy tells Jennifer he's sorry. He's sorry for getting so mad at her and hopes she can give them another chance. She doesn't have to make a decision right away and can take her time. In the midst of his plenty of gibberish and random acts of destruction, he realizes the ceiling panel has no screws. He hoists himself up and starts to use Jennifer's thermo to break the panel loose, creating an escape route. Guy asks Jennifer to give him a boost, so he climbs easily through the shaft. When he gets to the lobby, he'll come back down and open the doors from the outside for her. She suggests it would be easier if she be the one to climb through the shaft. She doesn't have enough strength to hoist him up. He wants to believe her, but she could go up and decide to call the cops on him. She asks that they trust each other. Guy agrees to let her be the one to climb up, and he shows her the ladder that would lead to a door. As she is on the lift, she gives him the finger and tries to make her way up quickly. Frustrated, Guy quickly creates a fabric leverage he can use to hoist himself up. Seeing him, Jennifer is terrified. Soon, Guy grabs onto Jennifer and they both fall, losing consciousness. Jennifer regains her sense quickly. Seeing the opportunity, she quickly ties the guy, who also quickly regains his senses. As Jennifer threatens to kill Guy, she decides to strike a deal. She makes a video explaining the situation and forcing Guy to confess to his crimes. He had to follow, as she says. Outside, one of the security guards for the building comes in with his girl, thinking the place is deserted except for John. Here, it turns out that John was the real name of Guy, and the other guard was one of the 3 guards who come to check on John. He searches and calls John to no avail. He then checks the CCTV footage and is able to communicate with Jennifer about getting them out. As Eddie goes to open the elevator, John lures Eddie in and kills him before knocking Jennifer out. John places Jennifer in the back of his car, gets rid of Eddie's body, and destroys Jennifer's phone. He then cleans up and changes into his uniform, deleting all evidence of the footage. He eventually has to get rid of Eddie's girlfriend as well, as John checks on her and gets rid of her belongings. Jennifer, who was previously playing dead, uses this opportunity and knocks John from behind, taking off in his car. On second thought, she drives back, crashing into him, cornering him into the garbage bin, then she sets him ablaze. Here, this thriller story ends. Hope you liked this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this.